Hi, in this video, we're going to be doing a taste test of some apple wine we started making some 17 days ago using bread yeast. We want to find out what the alcohol level is at this point, and we want to let our taste buds make the final decision as to whether or not this is wine we ever want to make again. Hi, I'm Charles, and welcome to DIY Fermentation, your site for those of you who are trying to learn fermentation on a shoestring budget. Now then, if you enjoy this channel and you'd like to see more of it, then please click on the subscribe and notify buttons, and I'll put one out every week. Okay, it's been 17 days since we first started making this apple wine using bread yeast. I think it's now time for us to find out how it turned out. First thing again we want to do is to take an alcohol or gravity reading to find out how much alcohol it produced. And let's see if we can get that one going right now. Suck up a nice full scoop here. One. And let's see if I can do it in two this time. Ah, success. Okay, put that aside. All right, we started with a gravity reading of 1.104 17 days ago. Lots of little bubbles in there. Let's give that a spin, shake some of those bubbles off. All right, let's see. We are now at a gravity reading of 1.030. All right, so let's find out what that means. If we started with a gravity reading of 1.104, and we subtract our new reading of 1.030, and we multiply that by 131.25, we've got an alcohol by volume reading of 9.7125. Almost 10%, not quite, close to 10%, which is not bad. It's not too bad. It's okay. But now that we know how much alcohol is in it, let's find out how it tastes. Let's leave that and let's pour us a glass. I'm not worried about the sediment or anything else that might get picked up because I intend to do this very carefully. We have not racked this wine during that period of time, which would have normally happened around day 5 or 7. As you can see, it's still cloudy. There is still sediment at the bottom of the jug. It's not quite clear, which is what you would normally expect if you had let it sit for longer periods of time, like at least a month or two, at the very least. But it's not too bad. It's okay. Again, the opaqueness is nothing more than just any remaining yeast that might still be floating in suspension, which is okay. Smells okay. It's a sweet wine. It does have a distinct apple flavor to it. It's got just a slight bit of dryness at the end, but it's not too bad. No, it's not too bad at all. Let's see, almost 10% or 9.75% or almost 9.75%, 9.7125% alcohol by volume. Considering how I started with 0. After only, just over 2 weeks, I now have gone from apple juice to wine. That's not bad at all. Will I make it again? Well, I'm always making apple wine. I mean, I've got 2 gallons of apple wine already in different stages of production. Will I make it again using bread yeast? Well, if that's all I had available, if that's all I had on me, then yeah, I probably could make it using bread yeast. But I've got an ample supply of wine yeast, so it might be a while before I make this again. As an experiment, just to say that I've done it, yeah, now that I've done it, it's okay. I thought the alcohol content would be a lot higher. I know that bread yeast doesn't have the same level of alcohol tolerance before it dies off that wine yeast does. But no, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I think I still need to degas it, which is basically removing all of that trapped gases that are locked inside the juice. I'll probably do that later on. But can I sit back and enjoy this as a decent glass of wine? Yeah, I could. Again, less than $2 for what is really two bottles of wine. That's not bad at all. So I give this one a thumbs up. Yeah, this was all right. But again, that's that. And I think next week we'll do the hydrometer demonstration, which is what I plan to do this week. But I wanted to get this one out of the way and clear some space for it. But again, it's not bad at all.